This character concept, essentially a John Wick build in Baldur's Gate 3, is a highly effective, action economy focused martial character designed to blend devastating unarmed strikes with quick ranged attacks. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is my John Wick build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build but a thematic one. I played this build on Honor mode. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. This John Wick character excels at seamlessly integrating ranged and melee attacks in a single turn. As a dual wielder of hand crossbows, he can use his action for your 2 main attacks and 2 bonus actions, giving you 4 ranged attacks in 1 turn. He can open with a ranged attack from a distance and move close to follow up with a devastating flurry of blows to knock down the enemy, staggering or pushing them away before using your second bonus action for another quick hit or utility. In close combat, you can attack your enemies with a combination of stunning strikes and flurry of blows. Build. For the race, we go for the human. As a human, we gain Civil Militia, which gives us the weapon proficiency with spears, pikes, halberds, glaives, light armor, and shields. This would also give an additional skill to be proficient in. At level 1, we first pick up the Fighter class. You might wonder the reason for the Fighter class at level 1 and not the Monk class, which is our main class. The main reason is to get the all-weapon proficiency, which the Monk class does not have. This would allow John Wick to use the hand crossbow in the early level. As a level 1 fighter, he gets the Second Wind ability. By using bonus action, he regains 1d10 plus fighter level hit points. For the fighting style, we choose archery. This would give John Wick a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons. For John Wick's background, we pick up criminal. This would give him proficiency in deception and stealth. For his skills, we get Strength 16, Dexterity 16, Constitution 15, and the rest of the points are up to you. You might wonder that our wisdom is low, as I made John Wick wear armor to increase his AC. For his skills, we choose Acrobatics, Athletics, and Perception. At level 2, we go to our main class, which is the Monk. We get 2 key points as a level 1 monk and the ability called Flurry of Blows, which uses a bonus action and a key point to punch twice in quick succession. He gains dexterous attacks, death strikes, bonus unarmed strikes, and an armored defense. At level 3, we remain in the monk class. We now have 3 key points as a level 2 monk. John Wick gains a passive called an armored movement if he is not wearing armor or using a shield. He gains the ability called Step of the Wind. He can dash or disengage with a bonus action by spending a key point. He also gains Patient Defense, and attack rolls against John Wick have a disadvantage, and he has an advantage on dexterity saving throws. At level 4, John Wick is now a level 4 monk. As a level 4 monk, he now has 4 key points, and his death strikes now deal 1d6 instead of 1d4. He also gains the Deflect Missile ability, wherein he can use his reaction to reduce a damage from a ranged weapon attack by 1d10 plus his dexterity modifier plus his monk level. If the damage is reduced to 0, he can use a key point to return the missile to the sender. For his subclass, he chooses the Way of the Open Hand. As a Way of the Open Hand monk, his Flurry of Blows ability is upgraded with variants. He can choose to topple, stagger, or push his enemy with this ability. At level 5, we still stay in the monk class. As a level 5 monk, he now has 5 key points. Then he gains Slow Fall. When he falls, he can use his reaction to gain resistance to falling damage. For the feat, we pick up Tavern Brawler. We increase our constitution by 1, making it 16. This would allow us to add our strength modifier to the damage and attack rolls, an additional time when we make an unarmed attack, use an improvised weapon, or throw something. At level 6, we are now a level 5 monk. As a level 5 monk, we have 6 points of ki and an extra attack. We also get the stunning strike ability by spending a ki point to possibly stun the target. At level 7, John Wick gets his last level of monk. As a level 6 monk, we now have 7 points of ki, an improved unarmored movement, and ki empowered strikes. Ki empowered strikes make John Wick's unarmed attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming enemies' resistance and immunity to non-magical damage. As a level 6 open-hand monk, he gains Manifestation of Body. This is a 3 toggleable passive that improves his unarmed damage. He can deal an additional 1d4 necrotic, psychic, or radiant damage. He also gains Wholeness of Body. He regains half of his ki points and enters a temporary state of wholeness, where he regains ki points and has an extra bonus action. It recharges after a long rest. At level 8, we get our first level of Rogue. Multiclassing into Rogue would give us an additional skill proficiency. We can put it anywhere we want. We also get the Expertise and the Sneak ability and the Sneak Attack ability. For our Expertise, we can choose Sleight of Hand and Perception. At level 9, John Wick is now a level 2 Rogue. As a level 2 Rogue, he gets Cunning Action. He can dash, disengage, or hide by using a bonus action. At level 10, he is now a level 3 Rogue. For the subclass, we choose Thief. As a Rogue Thief, John Wick gets Fast Hand, which is an extra bonus action. He also gets Second Story Work. He now gains resistance to falling damage. His sneak attack is now 2d6. At level 11, we are now level 4 Rogue and we get a feat. For the feat, we chose Alert. It gives us +5 to initiative and can no longer be surprised. This feat is optional depending on what you like. Another option is Crossbow Expert. This allows us to make crossbow attacks with melee range without having a disadvantage on attack rolls. You can also increase his dexterity by 2, making it 18. At level 12, we go back to our fighter class. As a level 2 fighter, we can get Action Surge, which gives us an additional action when activated. This ability can be recharged with Short Rest. Gear and equipment. The most important equipment we have for John Wick is the dual hand crossbows. I would suggest using the Hellfire hand crossbow and Near Misser. Hellfire hand crossbow is a +2 hand crossbow. It can possibly inflict burning when attacking while hiding or invisible. It also allows the wielder to cast Scorching Ray once per short rest. You can loot this weapon from Ygir in the Gauntlet of Shar. Near Misser is a +1 hand crossbow that deals with force damage. It also allows the wielder to cast Magic Missile once per short rest. As for the rest, you can choose which set you want to use. As for my case, I use Luminous Armor so I can optimize my Manifestation of Body Radiant ability and can cause Radiating Shockwave with every hit. It spreads Radiating Orb, wherein affected creatures have -1 to attack rolls as per the remaining turn. We also have the Holy Lance Helm for his headgear. There is a chance that enemies take radiant damage every time they miss the wearer. For the gloves, you can use Gloves of Cinder and Sizzle for fire damage, Gloves of Crushing for additional bludgeoning damage, Seraphic Pugilist Gloves for radiant damage, Servitor of the Black Hand Gloves for force damage, Snow-Dusted Monastery Gloves for cold damage, or Thunder Palm Strikers for thunder damage. Flawed Helldust Gloves is another good choice as it can give additional necrotic damage with John Wick's unarmed strike and additional fire damage with his hand crossbows. If you feel that John Wick's AC is low, you can always equip him with the Ring of Protection and the Cloak of Protection. Gameplay. This build is quite versatile. You can start firing your hand crossbows from a distance and little by little close the distance. If fighting up close, John Wick can always start with a stunning strike so as to make the enemy lose a turn, then hit him with flurry of blows, bonus unarmed strike, or offhand hand crossbow. We can also have what we call the Baba Yaga burst for high priority targets. Combine action surge with regular attacks, which would mean we have 4 chances of stunning the enemy, and if it fails, we can try to topple our enemy with 2 flurry of blows. It can possibly reach up to 3 flurry of blows if John Wick's wholeness of body is activated. If an enemy is within melee range, we can use our bonus action for the flurry of blows or stun him with stunning strike. Then if we are able to kill it, we can always shoot the next enemy with our hand crossbow if they are at a distance. So that's my John Wick build for Honor Mode in Baldur's Gate 3. If you want more of a spellcaster build, check out my John Constantine build. This is a caster that specializes in luck, be it a portent dice, cutting words, or the lucky feet. See you in the next video. Ciao!